Hey everyone. So if you wonder what I'm doing today, is at 10 in the evening on a Saturday, I have to change some of the receipts and most of the receipts and all of the receipts that had another code name for the company, the interpretation of the top stone, to change to the newer title, but it is the same roots and concept and the registries. Pretty much. And then today's tie is a Ferragamo tie, monogram. And I like the gray scale sometimes. So when you're walking around, it's not as catchy. How's everyone doing today? I think that sometimes when you're meeting and having some companionship time, it doesn't always mean that it is a long-lasting relation. Number one, have you guys ever been broken-hearted? So in Cantonese, right? 有冇試過同男朋友、女朋友咧有啲錯覺或者失戀咁樣嘅？ So it happened to me only once, and that was because within a whole week, 7 days, I forgot to eat, and people kept calling me, and they were asking, and they kept on saying her name, and every time they said her name, it was like a curse. It was like a doom, and then you have to explain, right? Well, the last time I talked to her was the other day, and then she was okay, I was okay, and I went to go eat afterwards, and then she never called me anymore, and then phone calls after phone calls, and I had to make a chart. Does this even know her? Is this one on her side or is this one on my side? And that was when I was 21 or 22, so I'm 39 now. And since then, I always know how to cope with these kind of situations. So 用中文啦 Cantonese 講一次，我如果計失戀咧，只係試過一次，就係即係21歲、22歲嗰陣時咧，有個咧係朋友啦，然後分開咗冇再通電話，咁然後嗰幾日咧，嗰大概7日咧，就好似一種咒語咁樣啦。日日都有人打電話嚟啦，問你仲有冇同佢傾偈啊？我有啲嘢想問佢，我有啲嘢想問你同關於佢嘅事情啊咁樣，然後會話你上次同佢傾偈係幾時啊？然後而家佢點啊？因為我又想請你哋兩位一齊兩個人咧嚟我哋嘅 event 啊，然後又想關心下你哋啦，然後你哋又好似成日好似模範男女朋友咁，成日都時時刻刻都好開心，然後帶嚟好多嘅好嘅氣氛啊咁樣，咁然後咧我唔記得咗食嘢，咁有陣時skip 咗 lunch 咧，個人攰啦，咁又係咁講嘢咧，啲語氣咧就會冇咁圓滑咁然後梗係乜你咁煩㗎？唔係因為我知我啲時間好寶貴嘅。You know my time is precious, right? My time is valuable, and I'll just hang up and things. So after that, it never happened to me again. So sometimes it's not always a long-lasting relationship, but it is valued as a contact. Yeah, but it's always good to uplift people. If you ever need anything, you can call me, and this is what I do. I like to sit next to my computer and see who's stealing my passwords. Yeah, so that's all. So my new company, and always the title is a 門頂石概念, and that is 你入門學嘢咧，你係要一次過睇好多雜誌，一次過 so it's all at once reading until you have a certain level of conceptual understanding that nobody can try to override your decisions. Yeah, so that's all it is. And you know, and sometimes if you might think that my screensaver has the handshake of Americans and the Chinese, it's always a constant reminder that the military system often refers to the United States because it is one of the most structured and the most uh, role model and refer to. I don't know why. So I like Taiwan. I like Chinese Taipei. I think the landscape and the weather, it must be really really good. And there's endless street food and supermarket and produce. And then don't think I don't know, right? Do not think I don't know Chinese Taipei. I totally know that there is production in Taiwan that is self-efficient and self-sufficient. For example, a few months ago, I was looking for drills, and drills for you know, taking out these and that. And I found some really, 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 really good models from Chinese Taipei, but I didn't import it yet. So one of these days, I'm definitely going to look into the Taiwanese tools. And if you know my research and my shopping habits, there's a list of hand tools I did not release yet. So if someone on the computing might have known that research, go ahead. You can you know, try to produce it. Don't sell it too much, because if you sell it out of Chinese Taipei, then you might be liable for the warranty and the phone calls from America or from Canada or from Europe. And a few months ago, there was a computer hobbyist that I was trying to detect, right? If people in Kowloon knew about me and how I had a company in US, and see if there might be any way to help, or to see what kind of Hong Kong youths are developing computing skills and what they use the computers for. And given the fact that the computers are approximately 7,000 to 10,000 and up, most affordabilities of computers are upon the first month of paychecks. So I take that very seriously, right? And I met someone on Tinder. Well, I met approximately, I had like over 100 matches on Tinder. And on Tinder, someone has said she needed the RAM chips. And then on the RAM chips, she had two 8 gigabytes or two 4 gigabyte, and I helped her take her. I helped her and took her, escorted her, accompanied her to somewhere in Wan Chai, and she was able to get the chip, I think. But it was from my computer. I bought the upgrade. Let me think. But there was a swap with the chip. And let me think what happened. It was one of the computers, and then with that chip, you know, I don't know if she still has it. If she still has it, maybe keep in contact. But there wasn't any valuable data on that computer. So yeah, I just want to say hi. So keep calm, keep calm. You can find me. Yeah, you know my email. But let me think. What happened was that the chip was 8 megabyte and she only needed a RAM chip, and then there was a file on her hard drive, and then she couldn't open the hard drive. Let me think. Yeah, so something happened to her computer, and I helped her fix it. So that was kind of a inter-exchange to see how people might be. But let's talk about this some other time. So I remember everything. Is there's no memory loss or anything. It's just busy. Okay. If you might ask me today's task, I can show you. Let me get ready. Phone clip. If you ask me what's the use of buying these designer clothes, I think one way is that it is a way of expressing that you want to be a icon of society, or is it status, right? But I don't think it is a bragging situation like, hey, you know. It's more a I can organize and I can preserve some of these valuable pass-ons from designers. Yeah, so that's your call. And let me think. Some of the most affordable designer ties are at the price range of 800 to 1200. Yeah. 如果要讲中文意思，为什么要买这一些 designer tie？其实是最主要是因为怕胶片，还有是大概懂得运用这个资源，还是很有价值的一种成功个案。所以如果开一个记者交代会，便不可以圈，或者圈的时候要开住，好像这样，这样子。呀，所以要小心。这样。好，我现在告诉你大家，怎么样可以把好多的这一些一年的整年份的这个放在一起。首先把一个jar。首先你要看到你 printer 怎么用。Usually, 大概是 7 years later, when the documents are all old, then you can scan it and throw it away for the paper to recycle. And it's always good to have all your products in the same pile. But right now, I don't think I have to demonstrate because it's just scanning, but it's 50 pages a time. So these 50 pages, and one day 3,000 pages can go into the computer. So, alright, I have a stack of receipts, and these receipts to sort and scan. So hope everyone have a good evening, and hope everyone that had crossed paths with me are, keeping their health, and don't overspend money. Okay? And if you do, it's for your apartment and your living conditions. Hopefully. Goodbye.